If you didn't want it, you should have told me.
I do. Why are you doing that?
Because you're not eating it. And you're going to wait till it get cold or flies come on it.
No, ain't nothing gonna come on it. Like you trying to poison me or something, you trying to force me to eat.
What you said?
Nothing.
Don't ask me for food. Don't. I'm not giving you food anymore.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. With Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will join us from the sidelines. We've got the visiting team and the home team. The starting group for the visitors. We've got D. ABC is out there with J. And there's Davis. And it's Williams at the 4 spot. Now here is Davis. Good work defensively by Smith. Doris, we're at the point of the year now where nicks and cuts and bruises, they all begin to accumulate. Depth is such an important thing for teams, isn't it?
I think it's hard to win in the NBA without some measure of depth. You think over 82 games, inevitably somebody's going to be nicked up to the point where playing effectively is going to be a problem. I don't think, Kevin, in this day and age, and Golden State's a perfect example, how crucial depth is to winning.
And for a coaching staff to sell the fact that, hey, your chance is right around the corner.
And I think that's one thing that surprises me is how an NBA player could not play for maybe 2 months, but they keep themselves, because of their level of professionalism, they keep themselves always ready.
Isn't that amazing?
Amazing.
Wow. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line. That one misses for Davis. D passes to Raymond. Stolen. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Passes it to Hampton. Picked by Williams. There's the pass to D. Here's Davis. No good with the layup.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Here's Rainman. He had 13 points in the win again. Here's D. 4 on the shot clock. Down low. The machine passes to D. From deep. Finds yet again. And no good. Excellent D there from Williams.
0 for 4. They can't buy a bucket.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Williams a screen. Rebound by Smith.
Well, this is the epitome of a cold start. Just 1 for 5.
Swiped it away. Unhindered, going all the way.
Almost intimidating the defense there. They didn't even try to get back on defense.
Boy, it's like they were saving their energy. I think they knew they had no chance to slow down that break. You know, the basket is good, but it's all about the assist there. That pass led them to just the right spot on the floor.
There's a screen by Williams. Hampton passes to Davis. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And he's just had 1 attempt at the... line early. That free throw, no good. He doesn't get the second one. Gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Here's Rainman. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Gone 2 of 6 from the field. He has a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I had a chance to talk with the head coach for the visiting team. He told me he's looking forward to the matchup tonight. It's their first time against this team, so he is curious to see what his guys do on offense. He said it's important that we're aggressive defensively, that we use our length and shot blocking as a deterrent inside. We'll see if they can be successful tonight. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, Dave, thanks. So defense, it looks like, coming first for them today.
That's their identity. That's what they're all about. Their defense is really what sparks it.
Well, you know the effort you put into defense is within your control, and you make the commitment to play with high energy and working together, trusting each other, you can play great D.
Here's the Cobra. Pass to Alexander. The dive for the ball. With this break in the action, here's a look at the teams that have blocked the most shots in the NBA this last month.
They have been racking up the blocks lately. I mean, if they keep this up, they're going to be a very difficult matchup for anybody.
Passes it to Hampton. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Off target from outside. To the middle. And he stops it. What a pass to set him up.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Left side, Davis. Here's ABC. It's blocked. Here's Rainman. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Here's T. Another shot. Davis, the pass to ABC. And another shot. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
Just have to shake that miss off. He knows he can make it.
Here's Alexander. And the pass to Rainman. Here's the 3. That shot missing.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Land soft. ABC's got his second bucket of the game to go. And Doris, with the behind-the-scenes access you've had for so many years, what are some things that fans don't get a chance to see, experience in the NBA?
Yeah, I think one thing that I marvel at is how seriously these men take their job. This is not, yes, they are well compensated, but by and large, these men will take your heart out to get a spot on an NBA roster. And it's their vocation as opposed to their job. These men are passionate about the league. They have incredible work habits, and I'm in awe of how hard they work.
Are you surprised too at the playbook? People just think these plays just kind of happen. Every play is, there is some scripted design for every play.
It drives me crazy when people say they'll only watch the NBA in the final 2 minutes because that's when the game's decided. We are talking about the best players, the best athletes, and the best coaching there is in any level. And to me, you're doing a disservice if you don't watch the full 48.
Great points. And that one ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
I thought he had it for a second. Barely bounced off his fingertips.
Here's Davis. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
You know, he's had a tough quarter shooting the ball. But one thing you have to give him, he's fighting out there.
And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
That one drops. He ties it up. Being a pretty distressing 27% here in the early minutes. Picked by Williams. The three. Drills it from outside. Williams has got 6.
How on earth did they let him get that wide open?
Pass to the kid. To the middle. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And surprisingly, a firm throwdown. And that's a little bit out of character, Kevin.
It is, Greg. You're right. He's got plenty of size to attack the basket, but rarely does.
Well, he found an opening he liked that time and took full advantage of what the defense gave him.
Oh, check out the handles. Their nasty spin move had his man grabbing for air.
D passes to the kid. Here's Rain Man. Passes it to the kid. And Davis sends it back. They retain possession.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game. And how about that one-man pass break?
Boy, once he gets his hands on it, it's straight to the races, just the way it should be done.
I guess he didn't appreciate getting scored on that last trip.
I guess not. He threw it down right on top of him. Here's ABC. This is his first free throw of the game. He misses the free throw. Good on the second free throw. Here's Rain Man. Screen by Smith. And we reach the end of the first quarter. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
And it's really about limiting their mistakes. And early on, they've been able to do that here in the first.
Smart basketball. Be patient. Don't force anything. Let the game come to you.
Rain Man is out there with D. And it's Smith. Then there's Jay. And it's the machine in at the 5, roaming the paint. D out there with Williams. Then there's Jay. And it's ABC. And it's Davis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Davis sets a screen. Hampton passes to D. Out to the right wing. His three-pointer's off the mark.
He's been off and on tonight, and that one didn't fall for him, but they still hold the advantage in this one.
My goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful.
point guard keeps a very stoic disposition on the court. He said so much of the game is mental, and that's one thing that I've always wanted to be good at. Never let your opponent see that you're in duress. So if I make a big game-time bucket or if I miss a shot, you'll see the same mannerisms. I move on to the next play. Real poker face, Kevin.
I like that attitude, D.A. Thank you.
And how about the bounce pass there being used to perfection?
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Kicks it to Williams. 6 to shoot. Whistle blows. That's going to be a travel. Taking high percentage shots has been this group's specialty. On your screen now are this month's field goal percentage leaders. Look at the machine leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks.
It would be hard to imagine him shooting the ball much better than he has. He has been on fire.
Gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. ABC passes to Hampton. He dishes it to Davis. But he gets it back. Second shot opportunity. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. This will be his 4th shot at the line in this one. Free throw good, Davis. Doris, we asked fans to write in questions for you. We've had thousands, literally thousands of letters, emails coming in. The fans want you to answer questions. So well, here's one I just picked out of the fishbowl here. This is from Joe in Portland. What are your hobbies outside of basketball?
Yeah, I think this might surprise people, but I love to cook, Kevin. Not that I'm going to spend 3 hours in the kitchen, but having been the mother of 2 children, I love to cook. My daughter loves to cook with me. The other thing is I live at the ocean, so you can find me on the water.
I want to be one of your kids. My gosh.
It's not a bad life.
Now, I picture you as like with a towel draped over your shoulder and coaching, thinking it through, but enjoying the cooking process.
Oh, there's no question. I'll tell you what, if I make a good dish, just like John Thompson, the towel's over the shoulder, but if I have thrown it down, that towel goes in the air.
You can cook.
No question.
Here's the machine. He's got 6. Here's Rain Man.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
First trip to the line for him here. First free throw is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Rain Man. That is his first foul of the game. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. They set the screen. Here's Hampton. And he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. Jay's got 4 points in the quarter. Gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Screen by Smith. Inside. And he can't jam it through. 5-on-3 break. Here's Davis. That's a bucket. His 3rd of the game. He shot the ball 7 times.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
That's an excellent finish on the break, getting all the way to the cup for an easy one.
The machine makes it off the glass. The machine's got 8 points.
And started hot, and he's only gotten harder.
To the middle. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's the machine. This is his first free throw of the game. And he makes the first. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. The pass to D. Picked by Williams. Fires from the line. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. No good on the free throw. He hits the second from the line. Gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Rain Man passes to D. It's stolen by Davis. And here comes the break. Stolen. To the inside. A machine. And he goes in for the dunk.
How about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Yeah, a big change of possession in a tight ball game. We'll see if they've seized the momentum. What a difference in the second quarter. His shooting, much more confidence, much more accuracy.
Here's Rainman. Pass to the machine. There's the feed to Smith. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach. Driving and drawing. Initiating contact. Create opportunities. Get to the line.
And he sinks the second. Gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. There's a screen by Williams. Here's Hampton. Hits the front of the rim and out.
The guy, that's the shot he'll take, again, if he's given the chance. We all know he can knock that down.
Oh, good on the triple. The dish to Davis. Pass to D. Down low. Here's Williams. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line. The first one falls.
Well, free throw shooting is a constant cause of concern for them, and today that concern has been front and center.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Williams with the steal. And here's the fast break. Shoots the 3. Williams with another miss. Being pretty good tonight at 48%. 1:04 left to play here in the half. To the inside, Jay. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
Yeah, with the score this tight, someone has to come over and take the charge, or at least contest the shot.
Shot clock at 6. D. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. D's got 4 this quarter.
Once he crosses half court, you need to stay awake because he can drop it from deep.
Here's Rainman. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
You know, hard for them to shave this deficit when they've got him shooting such a low percentage.
It's stolen by Smith. Here's D. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
And that's how you do it, guys. Ball pressure and then get some runouts.
And the first one at the line is good. Good on both.
There's some of that trademark consistency of his at the free throw line.
Rainman. No good on that last second attempt there. And we finish one half of
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time to review the first half of action. And that'll do it, as the second half is just about ready to begin. Back to Kevin Harlan. We will see you after the game. Hey, watch yourself.
celebrate with the best. We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. Really an incredible game from the machine.
Yeah, created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
The 2 E's, efficient and effective performance from him. Not needing a lot of looks to make a huge difference in the scoring column.
And It's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first one. Third quarter starting here now. We've got D. The machine is out there with Smith. And it's Rain Man. And it's Jay in at the 3. That's the group starting the second half for Keith Smart. Here's AB's.
Oh, wow. And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
Yeah, they may have gotten the feeling he would dish it off, but he had a surprise for them.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. About 1 minute played here in the second half. The pass to D. Here's Rain Man. Pass to D. Poke loose. 6 on the shot clock. Rain Man passes to the machine. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And now let's have a look at the NBA's top snipers. Shooting guards with the highest percentage from three-point territory over the last month. You look at ABC, one of the best shooters in the NBA, top 5 in the league at this moment.
These guys are gunners. I mean, they've got the green light at all times because of their three-point shooting. I mean, they are cash money.
You don't want to get into a three-point contest with any of these players. The range we see among that group is beyond belief. Even against the tightest of coverage, no shot is a bad shot for any of them.
Nice D from Williams.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Lots of room. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Williams has got 4 this quarter.
Boy, he's been dead-eyed tonight, and the whole team has prospered from that.
Andorra's defense is something that can define how good a team is. What are the aspects of a lockdown defender in your opinion?
Yeah, I think it starts with mindset, Kevin. I think certainly you have to be committed to the scout that your head coach has given you. There has to be a certain amount of physical attributes. Yeah, we associate long, rangy, quick-footed, quick-minded, really sharp-thinking guys with it. And obviously, you got to be able to contain the ball. Can you contain and can you contest? Sometimes, to me, it's all about the effort. Are you working hard enough?
You took the word right out of my mouth. It seems like effort. When coaches talk about defense, effort is always close behind.
Yeah, and the other thing is, okay, so you, as you know in the NBA, these players are so good that your effort can be top shelf. You can be giving it all out, putting everything on the line. You also have to have a short memory in the NBA. Because guys like Kevin Durant, they can put 30 on you. You can be guarding, contesting, doing everything you want, and they're going to score.
Is effort a skill? Is hustle a skill?
I believe it is. I believe both of those things are things that organizations should value when they're evaluating guys. What are my work habits? You know how important that is.
And Jay gets the whistle that time. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Hampton, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. The first free throw is good. Both good from the line that time. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
Here's the Cobra.
And if that doesn't get him fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Yeah, and an example of why you want to let the game come to you. The opening presented itself, he converted in a big way.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Passes to ABC. No good with the triple.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Inside, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Here's Williams. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. The pass to the kid.
And all of a sudden, the shots now falling in bunches. The complexion of this game has completely changed.
Oh, their communication on offense is working at every level now. These guys are really cohesive. What a run.
Davis sets a screen. And there's the pass to ABC. Off target from outside. Gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. That ties it up.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And the ball at 42%. Outside Williams. Outside Davis. 6 to shoot. Pass to ABC. No good, unable to end this run.
Not a quarter to remember as far as his offense is concerned.
No, it feels like he's getting a little frustrated by not letting the game come to him.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. Williams a screen. This is it to deep. The 3. That one's not going to go. Gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. The pass to T. 3-pointer. That one doesn't drop. Pulls up. They get it again. And he knocks down the first one. That one falls, so he hits both of them. 1:46 left in the third quarter of the game. Outside, Walker to the paint. It's tipped. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. While we have the chance, we'd like to reveal the list of the past month's best fast break teams in the NBA.
They've been playing an exciting brand of basketball during that time. I mean, taking every chance to get out in the open floor.
No good on that. And he's good on the second.
You know, he couldn't make all of them, and they'll have to settle for just a 1-point lead.
Inside. Rebound by Williams.
It's hard not to go for it when you see the chance for that alley-oop.
So much of this game is played loose above the rim, but you still have to convert to count it.
Here's ABC. 7 points in the game. Pass to D. Shot clock at 5. Traps in the tray. D's got 10.
Lined it up and knocked it down. His second triple tonight.
There's 53 seconds left here in the third quarter. Jay, the pass to the Cobra. Great D that time from Davis. 31% here in the third. Offensively, they are looking bleak. The quick look, no good that time.
He's obviously still trying to find the range. No success this quarter. You wonder what it would take to get him to pass the ball.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Williams comes with a double team. Smith picked away. And here comes the break. Williams kicks to Davis.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game. And he sinks the second. 7 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Forrest. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. The third quarter. Ladies and gentlemen, dance team. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. Not great, 40% for the game. We've got Davis. G out there with Williams. And it's ABC. And it's Hampton at the 1 spot. Here's ABC. That one drops for him.
Even though there's a height disadvantage, he's still able to go up and over his man.
He negated size difference through sheer determination. He wasn't going to let a few extra inches bother him.
Nice shot by Smith. Smith's gone 2 of 3 from the field. Hampton passes to ABC. Williams a screen for the 3. And the 3 ball is good. 16 points for Jay.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agility. And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. And at the top of the key, Williams. Down low, Davis. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
You know, those kinds of shots from close range, they're real confidence builders. Hard to miss those.
Here's Rayman. Hits it from three-point range.
And as they're trailing in this game, they're trying to stay in it with the triple. They're shooting a lot more of them than they did in the first half.
Williams a screen to the paint. Hampton passes to Davis. Got a piece of it. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Shot clock at 2. The 19-foot shot. No good. Shot missing. Gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Williams with the block. Here's ABC. To the middle. And Davis puts it in.
Yeah, sharp pass inside. Did well to get the ball into the high percentage area.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. T, the pass to the kid. Here's the Cobra. He's guarded by Williams. Passes it to the kid. To the inside. Here's Man. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
That's a brain freeze right there from the entire defense. Now is not the time to lose your focus.
You know he's always looking to attack. And late in a close ball game, when he catches the defense napping, he's going straight to the rack.
Back to Davis. The pass to ABC. Pocket 6. Backs in there. Davis with the assist. That's 12 points for ABC.
Not shot from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Here's the kid, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. And Shake and Bake picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Pass to ABC. Picked by Williams. Passes it to Hampton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He took good advantage of that screen.
They got points out of it, but they'll be looking for a better shot than that on their next possession.
Here's Alexander. Now the pass to the kid. Here's the Cobra, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. Pass to Hampton from deep. And no good.
Oh, that's a tough three-point try when you've got the defense right there.
How about the closeout? Gave no room to operate. Great effort.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. The first free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's ABC. Down low, here's Davis. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Davis has got 6 points in the quarter.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Rain Man. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the 4th quarter. Hampton passes to ABC. Davis sets a screen. 6 to shoot. They get it back. Rejected. And that one ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. They set the pick. D. Not enough on that one as it misses. Gotten it done so far from the field here in the 4th. Going 6 for 7. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Williams a screen. Hampton passes to ABC. He kicks it to Davis. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting. 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. Smith the pass to Jay. Here's the machine. Passes it to Rain. The 3. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. D passes to ABC. Davis sets a screen. Here's Hampton. And it's off from 3-point range. It's a race against time as they look to make a run here.
Yeah, the clock is definitely not on their side right now. Oh, and he went for the 2-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Here's ABC. Davis sets a screen. Takes the 3. No good. Shot missing. Guys, a critical time for them in this ballgame.
You got to play mistake-free.
Rain Man. Yes! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Boy, what a pressure bucket that was.
But he didn't let the pressure affect him one bit. What nerves.
There's 25 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Here's ABC. Rebound by Smith. Well, it's definitely within striking distance now.
Yeah, but they've got to make each possession count on both sides of the floor.
The pass to Jay. Oh, missed it. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
I think that's a case of nerves right there, guys. That was a pretty bad decision.
Guys, your thoughts?
I don't think they should be greedy here and think about a triple. With this much time left, I'd attack the basket, get a high percentage shot in tight, and take my chances in overtime.
Here's Rain Man.
And the road back into this
You guessed it, we're going to have a technical foul here. They tried to call a timeout, but already had used all of them. I think just lost track of the situation.
And guys, you know that during the last timeout, the guys are all reminding each other, hey, we don't have any left. What a huge error.
Certainly, Greg, not one we see very often, but it does happen. His mind was diverted on other things, I guess. Not the timeout situation for sure. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet. Here's Jay Money.
You know, that's strong teamwork, leading right to the basket. He put it in the shooting pocket at just the right time.
And so the home crowd treated to a win. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. Now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, the Machine. What are your thoughts, Kenny, on his game tonight?
He shot efficiently tonight. I mean, wow. Like, some nights when you shoot 50%, guys are jumping around the locker room excited.
That's going to do it for our broadcast tonight.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show, brought to you by Kia.
Hello, everybody. Glad you could join us here on 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Next to me, Kenny the Jet Smith and Dr. Shaquille O'Neal. We'll watch the visiting squad as they go up against the home team. Taking a look at this home squad, they need some wins to start adding up here in a hurry. More or less half the season behind us, and they are still struggling to prove they can contend. And Shaq, we're coming up to the halfway point of the season. Some teams finally getting into a groove after a somewhat shaky start.
Yeah, every year is different. Sometimes it takes a little longer to figure out. But what's most important is you get hot at the right time.
Oh, that's right. I agree with that. And you have to have a lot of experience on your team, and those guys know how to pace themselves, and you can just kind of relax. Quality veterans won't allow the season to be a sprint. It's a marathon.
Tip-off coming up shortly. It's time to send it to Kevin Harlan for the call.
on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. It'll be the visiting team and the home team. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. We've got the Cobra. White is out there with T. Then there's B, and it's G in at the 1 spot. Off target on the 15-footer. Passes to D. White against Jackson. The pass to T. Just 5 to shoot. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. T's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And they are on the board first.
Trying to set the tone here early. I like that.
G dishes to White. And G has it in the corner. Out to the wing. To the middle. Gill with the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Pass to D. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there. Just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Line for 2.
And the first one drops. Both shots good from the stripe. Pass to T. Power down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. He told me he's looking forward to the matchup tonight. It's their first time against this team, so he is curious to see what his guys do on offense. He said it's important that we're aggressive defensively, that we use our length and shot blocking as a deterrent inside. We'll see if they can be successful tonight. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, Dave, thanks, guys. What's your take on that?
You know, I think it's probably the way to go. The defensive approach suits their style and their personnel. So I think you go with it.
Yeah, and you stay true to your identity, and theirs is clearly at the defensive end.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
So they take the lead.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Well, I think it's got to serve notice to the defense that it's going to take a much stronger effort than that to contain this guy today. They've got to bring more force if they're going to try to slow him down.
That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. Gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
And White kicks to G. They set the pick. To the inside, the Cobra passes to T. Adel. Off target with his 3. Gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. To the inside, and he goes in for the dunk.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Stolen away. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. To the left side wing. Just 5 on the clock. Launches a 3. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Here's G. No good on the shot a bit long that time. Gone 2 of 6 from the field. The pass to D. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Oh, Kev, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me.
Treated the rim like it stole something from him.
They set the pick. Pass to Gill. Lets it go from 11. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
2 shots.
And that one falls for Gill. Gill hits them both. In this first quarter, around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. They set the pick. Here's White. And he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. Gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Here's the chosen one. Shot from free throw range. Thompson with the rebound.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Roberson, marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Here's the chosen one. He dishes it to Thomas. The 15-footer. Almost, but it rolls out. Here's Weems. They get it again. And Thompson kicks to G. From outside the arc, and he's good on the 3-ball. G's got 5.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
We've got 1:18 left to play in the first quarter. And that one, good.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
It's blocked. Feeds it to Thomas. D. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up.
That's what they've got him out there for, fellas.
Here's G. He's got 5. Here's White. Off target from outside. Outside Thomas. To the middle. Here's D. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
Here's the chosen one. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Prince in the corner. Nice open look, but it's no good. Here's Weems. Outside White. Can't nail the jumper. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. The home team, they lead by a bucket. We've got more in store for you right after this. So far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Just almost an intimidating factor when you're able to go out and consistently come up with the block shots like they have defensively.
Well, what happened intimidating.
Shooting 43% for the game. T out there with Jackson. Then it's the chosen one. Then there's Tayshaun Prince. Outside Jackson. Pass to D. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
They've got T. Roberson is out there with Thompson. Then it's Sonny Weems. And it's Battle in at the shooting guard position. Here's Roberson. Passes it to T. 6 to shoot. The baseline J. Bounces high off the rim and drops. B's got his first 2 points.
That's a shot he shouldn't be afraid to take more often.
They've got Jackson. He's out there with D. The chosen one out there with Tayshaun Prince. Jackson passes to the chosen one. Back to Jackson. Second shot opportunity. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
T's checked in for the chosen one. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. T is out there with Thompson. Then there's B. Then it's the Cobra. And it's Weems in the point guard. Thompson passes to Battle. Basket good.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
And there's the pass to T. Clock at 4. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. 14 points for D.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
There's the screen. Jackson against Thompson. To the paint. Deflects the pass. Soft touch off the glass.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's T. Thompson with the rebound. Gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Pass to Battle. Here's Weems. 8 points his last outing. On the wing, Thompson passes it to Battle. Shoots it up. The offensive rebound. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
And that one misses. And the pass to T. Inside, Jackson. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Jackson's got 5 points now this quarter.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
The Cobra passes to Weems. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Shot from 12. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Here's T. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Doing well. They're at 45%. Pass to T. To the inside. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot two. First trip to the line for him here.
Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. So both teams making some changes here. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
White dishes to Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display.
Yes, sir. Power and grace. That had it all.
Pass to T. For the three. Connects from three-point range. T's got 8 points.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Here's G. 7 points in the game. And it's White missing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
There's a screen. Here's T. No good on the three.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Roberson, he's checked in for Thompson. So it's the visitors now. They trail by 6. Here's Battle. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. B's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
1:21 left in the first half. Outside Thomas. This one for 3. Not going to fall. Starting off slow. He misses his first 3 from the floor. To the middle. Cuts off the pass. Fast break. Here we go. Finished off the break.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up.
White, good. There's 47 seconds left in the second quarter. To the paint. Here's Gill. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
At the line for 2.
And he can't get the first one. Second free throw, good. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Here's G. He's got 7. The feed to Robertson. Here's G. And the three off target. Gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. T, the pass to the chosen one. And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. The home team up 4. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. This is the halftime show on 2K Sports. How about you, Kenny? What did you think about this home team?
Well, they've gotten to the line tonight a lot. Basically, they're saying, I'm going to take it to you. And the only way you can stop me is to foul me. But here's the thing. If you're afraid to sacrifice your body, you'll never pick up a lot of free throws. So great job in the first half.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the visiting team.
Ernie, they're taking way too many threes. The offense has no rhythm. They need to go back to the drawing board. Maybe try to get a little bit more transition, more of the pick and roll. Anything other than shooting that three. It's not going.
It is just about time now for the third quarter to begin. After the final buzzer sounds, the three of us will still be sitting here.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. We're seeing tremendous gameplay from D.
I tell you what, though, it's going to be important to see if they can slow him down in the second half, because so far they have not had anybody that can disrupt his rhythm down low.
Well, how about guys mixing up the looks? I mean, bump him out a little bit, front him, double him, anything to try to get him off his rhythm.
At 44%, pretty reasonable. Gill is out there with D. And there's Jackson. Then it's T. Buries the long-range jumper.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
48% from the field. Not bad at all. G is out there with B. And it's the Cobra. Then it's T. And it's White in at the small forward.
Yo, set it up.
The three doesn't go for him. White's gone just 2 of 6 shooting, 33%. They've got T. T out there with Gill. And there's Jackson. There's the three. But they get it back. The dish now to G. There's a good screen. Another shot. And he lays it up and in. G's got 9. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. T, White covering, T, takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. 10 points for him.
What handle? He broke the D down to the ground with that move.
Battle passes to the Cobra. And a missed layup.
1 for 4 from the field since halftime. They're having a tough time getting it going here.
To the inside. And stolen by White. Here's G. And the three ball is good.
And there's typically going to be some space when you're out in transition and you do just kind of venture out to that three-point line.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Got a piece of it. Lock at 6. D passes to T. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And the pass to T. first one drops.
A good night of work for B. He has 8 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
Tayshaun Prince is checked in for Jackson. So he gets them both. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Inside, there's the steal. Here's Weems for the lead. Tips it. It's good on the putback. 8 points for T.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
That's exactly right. No need to catch it when you've got the kind of soft hands that he does.
There's the pick. Hits the three-point bomb.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Yeah, you got that right. I mean, you got it real right. They are lighting it up from beyond the arc this half.
The chosen one is checked in for T. And the free throw, no good. Gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Down low, here's Weems, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That's on Tayshaun Prince.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And he knocks down the first one. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's the chosen one. Pass to Gill. Fires the three. And Roberson pulls it down. Approximately 43% in the third quarter. Over to the left wing. T, the pass to Weems. Kicks to Thompson. Dishes it to G. 6 on the shot clock. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. In this game, 45%. Here's the chosen one. And it's off from three-point range. Being here about 46% for the game. Here's G. He's got 12. He feeds it to Robertson. The screen from Thompson. Pass to T. Intercepted. Prince outside. Taken away. For the lead, T. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Wow, this game just a commanding performance for T. He has 8 points, and he's rejected a shot over the course of the game, too.
And it easily could have been more. He's played an effective game at that end of the floor.
He's 0-1 from the line, missing on his first trip. Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. Thomas checked in for D. Free throw is good, now leading by 1. Gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Fires for 3, and the 3 ball is good. 9 points in the game so far. Here's G. To the right side. And Roberson kicks to Weems. And that one drops for him.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Now here's Thomas. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Thomas!
There's a minute 47 left in the third quarter. G kicks to Roberson. Here's Weems. Pass to T. A three ball. That's another one for him. His fifth in just 7 shots.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Here's the chosen one. Feeds it to Thomas. 5 on the clock. Here's the chosen one. Not enough on that one as it misses. Gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Here's G. Kept alive. Here's Roberson. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
Jackson, he's checked in for Prince.
One shot.
On the free throw, no good.
They're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
This is how you do it. That's exactly how you do it. Defender pressing up on you, you press right back.
Here's the chosen one. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 6th rebound on the night.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
White dishes to Thompson. Count it. Good.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
White 45% from the field since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Jackson with it. 5 points in the game. To end the run. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. The third quarter comes to a close. The away team leading by 5. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. Well, 50% from the floor. Roberson is out there with White. Then it's G. Then there's B. And it's the Cobra in at the 5. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 11 points for B.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Thomas gets a wide open look. Misses the three. Thomas gone only 1 of 5 shooting from the floor. G kicks to Roberson. The layup missed. Shooting about 42% so far. Here's the chosen one. The stupendous finish in traffic.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, G, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
At the line, Jackson. Taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Jackson hits both of them. Gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. G kicks to Roberson. Here's Battle. Sinks the three-pointer.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
B's gone 2 of 3 shooting from deep here. T the pass to Jackson. White against Thomas. White dishes to G. The pass to the Cobra. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. The Cobra's got 4 points in the quarter.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
You have to like what we're seeing from B.
He's on fire. And they needed to put their heads together to figure out how to get the ball out of his hand.
Prince is checked in for Thomas. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, the head coach of the home team had some words for the team during the break. He said, guys, we have got to get back in transition, run on the court and score in our early offense, and that will help our transition defense. We'll see if they can pick up the tempo, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Here's the chosen one. Pass to T. Feet away. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
Oh, boy. Woo-hoo. Sweet move. Tough finish. What a play.
Here's G. He kicks to White. This one for 3. A three-pointer is right on target.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, they're in a nice zone right now, and that basket looks, you know, it can handle 2 balls at once. It looks like now it could probably, for them, handle 3 or 4 balls at once as well as they're shooting.
6 to shoot. They set the screen. the chosen one. And it's White with the rebound.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Passes it to Beth. Back to White. The leader. It's deflected. Here's the Cobra. And there's the bucket. Stand with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Guys, he's having a ball out there. I mean, we knew going in that he'd have an advantage on the glass, but I didn't think he could be this dominant. What a difference.
Yeah, he's in their skulls right now, Greg. I mean, clearly he's given them all kinds of migraines and perhaps might lead to even some bad dreams and nightmares with all the putbacks he's been getting.
Here's G. The pass to Beth. Drains the three-pointer. B's got 10 points in just the second half.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as
That's crazy. See how Syracuse turned up on Maryland. I knew Maryland ain't have enough to beat Syracuse. Maryland was up by like 9 points.
And they always get 10.
And Syracuse is up by.
Girl, you naked.
Yeah,
Syracuse gonna beat them by 20 points or better, man.
Stick your butt.
And that's crazy because they was just tied in the third quarter. It's crazy.
Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Yeah, heads up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket. Yeah, enough scoring on the inside there. I think it's time for him to send a message to his team.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I guarantee you this talk centers around cutting down on all of those points coming in the paint. They've got to show more resistance there.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And the home team has possession. It's an 18-point game. Pass to Gill. There's the pick.
18-point lead, but it was tied in the third quarter. This is crazy. Syracuse turn up in the fourth. 16-point lead. They're going to beat them by 20, though. I like it. I like Maryland to get dubbed. That's why I couldn't believe when I seen them up by 9 before. That's crazy.
That one off the back iron and out.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
There's a minute 40 left in the fourth quarter of this one. There's the pass to T. Shot off the pick, and it's good for 2. T's got 4 points now in the quarter. Here's G. Pass to Beth. Passes to T. Front pass to the arc. Offensive rebound. G passes to Beth. Here's the Cobra. The second chance effort. He takes it up and lays it in. The Cobra's got 10 points in just the second half.
Icing on the cake right there, fellas, for what has been just a phenomenal performance.
Greg, if it's pound cake or strawberry shortcake, I need a bite.
Well, go ahead. Take your bite, Greg. Go ahead, yeah.
You know, I'm going to let Clark have his bite.
Here's Battle. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
And they're not finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, not taking any chances, Greg. This is how you close a game out. Textbook.
Down low. It's tipped. It's stolen by G. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Now the pass to T. Outside, White. Pass to T. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No one near him. Will not go. This is off the front iron. The visiting club takes the win on the road. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that about wraps it up. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. And now the award-winning Ernie Johnson will take it from here. We'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. Now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, G. Let's get your opinion, Kenny.
His work distributing the basketball was tremendous. Always had his head up, looking to create easy shots for his teammates. It motivates your team when a guy's passing like that. Makes them run lanes faster, cut to the basketball faster, and then that results in success.
And that is a wrap, everybody. Thanks for joining us this evening. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. See you again soon.